Hello, everybody. For my infographic, I chose Erikson's stages of development. Erikson's theory of development was introduced in the 1950s and was linked to Sigmund Freud's theory of psychosexual development. It is made up of 8 different stages that all relate to either biological, psychological, or social factors throughout someone's life. The first stage is infancy, which is trust versus mistrust. This stage begins at infancy and continues until about 18 months. The basic virtue in this stage is hope and the overall navigation of life. If the infant is consistently cared for, this is where they can begin to develop trust in their caregivers. The second stage is early childhood, which is autonomy versus shame. This stage is from children that will be in the age of 18 months to 3 years. The main virtue in this stage is the overall will of the child. If children are strongly supported and encouraged during this stage, they can begin to develop confidence and can increase their overall independence. The third stage is the play age period, which is initiative versus guilt. This is for children from the ages of 3 to 5. In this stage, children will be able to begin to define their purpose and begin interacting with others through either school or other activities. They will play pretend, believe in magic, and begin to create their own personalities. The fourth stage is the school age period, which is industry versus inferiority. In the fourth stage of development, children between the ages of 5 through 12 will begin to navigate life skills and basic knowledge such as reading, writing, drawing, and coloring. This may be the stage where children will develop their sense of competition and will want to prove themselves to the people around them. The fifth stage is adolescence, which is identity versus identity confusion. In this stage, Erikson's theory focuses on identity versus identity confusion, and the normal age range for this stage is 12 through 18 years of age. This is where people will begin to find themselves, figure out who they are, and future plans in their life. This stage is essential because it will lead to people finding out what their role is in everyday life. The sixth stage is young adult, which is intimacy versus isolation. In this stage, people will begin to look forward to their loving relationships and forming intimate relationships with others. In this stage, people will find love if they are successful, but if not, it can lead to topics such as isolation and depression. The seventh stage is adulthood, which is generativity versus stagnation. Generativity versus stagnation is the seventh of 8 stages within this theory. This stage focuses on people from the ages of 40 to 65. After living through at least half of life, it is hopeful that a person has given back to their community and made fairly big accomplishments. Without these milestones, people can become stagnant or feel unproductive with the life they were given. The final stage is the elderly period, which is integrity versus despair. In the final stage of Erikson's theory, he discusses integrity versus despair. This stage focuses only on people over the age of 65 and deals with feeling happy and content with the life that you lived. Without this feeling of having a successful life, people will fall into despair and wish their lives had played out differently. Also, my citations are listed at the bottom of the screen. Thank you.